Go to
Huh?
YouTube. I should get on TikTok or YouTube.
Um, Either one, because I can have YouTube up here too.
All right, I'll snap back and forth.
I'm just
Oh,
setting everything up.
oh boy.
What's that?
I said, oh boy.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wait, I'm a Fuzzy Sober's live?
Yes. Oh, look at that. Put the volume off on there. One watching. I think that's me. How do
Oh,
I see moderation to build a positive? Blah 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 blah. Choose who can participate. Close that. Okay. Hello. Hello. My name is Margaret, and I am the owner of Warm and Fuzzy Soapery. And today we're just going to wrap some soap that we made a few weeks ago. Uh, this soap is called Purple Haze, and it is scented with white sage and lavender, and it smells absolutely delightful. It's not like a very earthy lavender, it's more of a light floral. I mean, obviously it's floral, but it's not that earthy mix as well. I can do this. I wonder if I can do this. Nope, I don't want to do that. I'm trying to do this.
Kathy LaFleur just got the #1 gifter badge.
Well,
Interesting.
hello for Gifter Badge. All right. Just checking to see how everything goes on this. And so what I do is
This
we
dog is
make
going to
this
be the death of me.
paper. Well, I don't make the paper. I buy a paper on a roll, and we take it and roll it out, and we stamp our logo on it. And then I just wrap the soap like it's a Christmas gift. And when I'm completely done with all of them, I'll take the labels that we printed, and we make the labels in-house as well. And just pop a label on here, and you've got your bar of soap. And I will begin to build my wall of soap in a moment. So I have about, you can't really see it, but a lot of soap to wrap. I'll keep that kind of there. So today is Saturday. It is starting to get cold in the Northeast. We are in New York, specifically on Long Island. And this is about the time of year where I want to throat punch my husband, but I never
Hey.
tell him about it
Uh-oh.
because he likes to leave the door open for the dogs so that they can easily get in and out while I'm bundling up and freezing. So then I'll do very passive aggressive things like get up and close the door while he goes to the bathroom or things like that. Or if he takes the garbage out, I go close the door. And then he does passive aggressive things right back. Like he gives the dogs treats that he knows they want to go outside to eat right after I shut the door, thus encouraging the dogs to go over and we have to open the door.
That's a lie.
We do sell soap by the loaf. Well, we cut it before we send it.
Unless you don't want to cut.
That
Send it
we,
by love.
yeah, I guess we could sell wrap an entire loaf to sell, and you can cut it however you want. But usually it's a little hard to cut uh, by the time it gets to you because we like to cure the soap beforehand. We do custom soaps where you can get one loaf, which is approximately 10 bars that are the size that we use, which is it's pretty good, comfortable in your hand size. It's a nice hunk of soap. This is about 6 ounces. But if you wanted to get a custom soap and not have it be as heavy, we can cut them into smaller sizes, like we call it a guest bar.
We could just sell the whole loaf. If that's if they
We
want to
could
cut
sell
it,
a
that's
whole
fine.
loaf. Yeah.
Why make it difficult?
So the answer is yes. Yes, we do. We sell soap by the loaf. We sell,
Any way you want it.
yeah, custom, where you can pick colors and you can pick the fragrances. Um, Sometimes you can pick the shape if you didn't want it in this. Like it's right now it's Halloween. Last year for Halloween we did a bunch of pumpkin shaped soaps for people. So we do you know, a lot of custom work. We're very, very flexible. That's one of the great things about being a small business is you can be pretty flexible and work with almost anyone. Like you're not going to go to, you know, what's a place that sells soap? Bed Bath and Beyond. Do
Yeah,
they even sell it there? I don't know. And you're
I
not
don't
going to
know.
ask them to make a custom soap for you. It's not going to happen. So, because we're a small business, we have the flexibility to do a lot of unique customs. We do soaps for wedding showers, baby showers, wedding favors, graduation parties. What are some of the other ones that we've done for? Customer appreciation gifts.
We did real estate agents.
Real estate agent. Yep. We had a little stamp of a house put on it. We had a person's logo. We can, if given enough time, we can get pretty creative.
Esma said the queen is back.
Oh, Nesma, how are you? Are you still in New York? We also do small custom like gift things. Like my husband's sister, has a business and she likes to thank her clients with. Normally we sell body butter in big containers that are like 6 ounces, but we have smaller 1 and 2 ounce jars as well. And she's getting a 2 ounce jar of body butter and a soap with a custom fragrance,
She's still in
and
New
that'll
York.
go in a gift bag to all of her um, clients as well. Still in New York. Nice.
Hey, buddy. Come on, old man. Lay down.
I thought you moved away for a little while.
Who did your wall behind you, Catherine wants to know?
We did that ourselves, actually. When I do a DIY project, I tend to go a little bit overboard.
No.
So I know, it's hard to believe. So we decided that we wanted to have a little bit of an accent wall behind our television. And that was when the TV was in the other room, right?
No, that was
It
here.
was here already. So we figured like, however wide the TV was, we'd go a couple of feet, past the TV, and we'd
Just
do something like
frame
this.
it. Like
Yeah,
frame
like
it.
frame it out, do something like this. And then I started thinking, like, wouldn't it be really cool if we just did the entire wall? This wall is like 30 or 35 feet long. And of course, I started looking for the easiest way to do it. And they have panels that are pre-made, like you can get the floor panels that are pre-made with tongue and groove.
They actually make the panels from like reclaimed
Right, pallet
lumber and
wood
stuff.
and things like that. There's a bunch of different companies that have different ways that they have it pre-made, but it's super expensive to have somebody, do it for you. So we actually went to Home Depot and we found these cedar planks. They're 6 feet long, and it came, I don't know how many came to a pack, like
I don't
10?
remember. Like a dozen or so.
Yeah, 10 or 12 came to a pack, and they were cedar to line your closet with, right? To keep away moths and all that kind of stuff. So, and it was like $10 for 12 6 foot long planks. And I was like, well, let's get a bunch of these. And we did. And then we decided to color them. So we cut them in different lengths from 2 feet, 4 feet, and 6 feet. Did we do 3 and 5? I think we did 2, 3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
no, we did.
6.
We did.
And then,
We did all 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we decided to stain some. Uh, and then we whitewashed some. And then we blue washed some. This is a gray wash. This is whitewash. And then we mixed it all up so that it was just random pieces all next to each other. And tacked them up to the
That's
wall. And the entire wall, when we were looking to buy the pre-made ones, it was well over $1,000, maybe $1,200 to get enough material to do
It was almost $4,000.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, well over $1,000. It was like $4,000, $4,000 to get enough materials to do this entire wall. And I believe that buying the cedar planks for the closets at $10 for whatever, it was between $200 and $300 when you included the nails and all of that stuff. So it was a very cheap DIY. And it really, I mean, when we first put it up, we would just sit and stare at it. We were just so amazed. And then I have on the other side, which you can't really see, we thrifted some old window panes, and we have those hanging on the wall as well. One of them has framed in it just a really nice scenic picture from our honeymoon. And the other ones are just blank. So you could just see the windows like on the wall here. It's definitely, that was definitely one of our cooler projects. When we sell, it's going to be a little bit weird to see
Love it. Great job.
if they would like pull that
You're
down.
so crafty, honey.
I know. Well, we're so crafty.
Well,
We actually work very well together as partners. So very little infighting when we have projects together, which we've done a bunch.
and coming up, we're going to have a lot of projects to do.
Yeah, but I think a lot of the projects that we have to do before we leave, we're going to get professionally done. Just for time and
Yeah, but there's a lot of cleaning and moving.
a lot of cleaning. We're going to
Yeah.
be moving
A lot of chucking stuff. That'll be us.
when I retire, which will be soon enough. And we're going to have to clear the house out. We're not taking anything with us, really. But we have to clear out the house to show it, make it, show ready, like nothing personal, no family pictures and stuff like that. Get it really staged nicely.
Hey, where'd you get that hat?
Did somebody ask?
No, I'm
Oh.
asking.
This hat, my daughter Emily went to Portugal a couple of weeks ago. And upon her return, she knows I love hats. And I guess this was, I can't even see what it says. This was one that she brought back for me because she knows I am a hat collector. And she also brought back a hat for John. But John has a giant head. And
Hello,
she
Montana.
got a regular sized hat for him. So basically, I have two hats. I made out on that deal. So we're wrapping Purple Haze right here. I should pull over the spinny thing. Be like, anybody that orders during our live, I'm gonna spin the thingy for you. No?
Is it still marked up?
Yeah. I did it with the vinyl.
What's your favorite scent?
I have a lot of favorite scents. This is not one of them, which is rare. Usually whatever I'm working on at the time is my favorite scent because it's in my face. I like this scent, don't get me wrong. I've used this scent. I use it, I'm using this for shampoo bar right now. But this is not one of my favorite. I like the more musky fragrances that are kind of marketed towards men's scents, but I really think that they're much more unisex, probably because I tend to gravitate more towards those. I don't like the very earthy kind of patchouli is not a friend of mine. So I like what we have is Kokomo, which is like a Palo Santo. I like sandalwoods. I like the shave and a haircut types. And then I like fruity ones as well. And then there's a whole
That lavender's like our second bestseller, right?
yeah, this is our second best. These are our two best sellers. We've got oatmeal milk and honey, which this is unscented completely. This one we really push for people who have sensitive skin.
Yes. Unisex scents are the best.
Yeah. And then this is our second best. Lavender. Lavender is a huge seller. So it might not be my favorite. I don't mind it at all, and I'll use it, but certainly going to carry it because,
Lots of people do love it.
yeah, lots of people love it. And then this is the oatmeal milk and honey, which we use. We've got actual oatmeal, goat milk, and buttermilk in this soap, as well as honey. And this is for people with super sensitive skin. This has no fragrance in it, no colorants in it, and this is our bestseller. Really good for sensitive skin. And let's see. What else we got going on?
Well, anybody's got any questions?
Yeah.
Feel free. Did we share this with July or anything?
I did not share this with anyone.
I think I'm going to have to.
Huh?
I'm going to have to. How do I do that?
July, I think, is traveling today.
Oh, today her travel.
Or maybe it's tomorrow. I'm not really sure. She told me I'm going home tomorrow, but I don't know if she told me that today or yesterday.
Okay.
Because I get a
Where are
million
you
texts
located?
from her.
Do you just order off a link in your bio?
Yes, we are located in New York, but we ship worldwide.
And
I know it's a little
Fernando
bit.
wants to know if you still teach.
I do still teach. This is my last year of teaching. We ship worldwide. If you get on the website and it's giving you problems because you live outside of the United States, then it might be like a tariff thing that we've changed. But we ship everywhere in the United States for a flat shipping fee, and anything orders over $50 get shipped for free.
Hello there,
Within
Nikki.
the United States.
I just told you about the live. I sent you a message.
Who's that?
Simply Nikki.
Oh, hello, Nikki.
We were just talking about your retirement party yesterday, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Nope. There's a certain heifer up.
There's a heifer on here? A Dr. Heifer. Look at that. I have to get used to these now. I got new glasses today. They're a little bit smaller, and I don't think I have
A
to
little shinier.
bend my head back as much. It's supposed to have anti-glare, which clearly it doesn't. And I don't know if they mess these up. It took me 3 weeks. I called them today, and I'm like, dude, I was in there for glasses 3 weeks ago. And
Paper
they were
still
like, "Oh."
stamped or is it printed now? I've been watching since 2021.
Stamped.
It's all stamped.
All stamped.
Printing it would be ridiculously expensive
Yeah, printing it, well,
now.
this?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to pay the big setup fee, the one-time setup fee.
Got new ones too. I can't get used to the progressive lens.
I love the progressive lens. I'm actually able to read this, so this must have a higher
you
progressive
must have a-
line.
That's your new prescription, huh?
Yeah, this is the new. Well, no, it is a little bit of a new prescription, but usually I have to go like this to read out of the bottom, but I don't have to do that with this one. I have to get used to where to look because otherwise I'm going to start to get a headache. I also have the transitions on here so that it can turn into sunglasses. I didn't test to see if that worked either. But yes, I had to call them. I went away and I'm like, I went a week before. They were like, oh, it'll take a couple of days before the glasses get here. So I ordered them, and then a week went by and they were like, oh, they're probably gonna be here Monday. I'm like, oh, I'm going away for a week. So then I went away for a week. I came back, another week went by, and I called the guy. I'm like, hey, are my glasses ready yet? And he goes, no. And then 2 days later he called me and he's like, I don't know what's going on. And then now another week went by, and I called them today and I'm like, you got my glasses yet? And they were like, oh, the lenses are here. We'll have everything ready by.
Fernando said, why not sell through TikTok Shop? And London says hello.
Hello, London. I did sell through TikTok Shop a while ago. And here's the problem with that. When I sold through TikTok Shop, every time I went to go upload a product, it kept flagging me and telling me that I was doing something wrong. That there are a lot of regulations on soap outside of the United States. Like for example, in the United Kingdom, you have to have certificates for all of the soaps that you have, and they were asking for things like that, but we don't have those things in the United States. So I found it to be
Shauna said her blood pressure just went up.
annoying. Oh no.
I
Yes,
get
because
I get some
we're talking
TikTok
about
shop.
TikTok Shop. And Sean is having the same issues right now trying to list her products. And then the other thing is, oh,
Uh,
I had something on my head. The
on
other
my
thing
tablet.
about TikTok Shop is integrating it with your website. So if I made, let's say I made 100 of um, these Purple Haze bars. If I put all 100 on in my website and then somebody bought one through TikTok Shop, I'd have to take it out of my inventory from my website, and then I'd have to physically go in and manipulate the inventory to make sure that I didn't run out on either. And now it's supposed to integrate, but if you ask Shauna, um, they don't talk to each other very well yet. So I know I shouldn't be waiting. I know I'm kind of missing the boat by not getting on it now, but I just feel like if the bugs aren't worked out yet. And also, when I went from a creator account to do a TikTok Shop account, you had to have a business account, and then to have a business account, you lose access to all of the good sounds.
So she did finally get it integrated to the website, but can only list a fraction of her product.
Yeah, so she's still having problems listing. She doesn't even list, she's a soap maker and can't list any soap because it's all coming up as restricted products and flagging everything. And it's a pain. And yes, I know that like I'm missing out on, the volume of sales that are TikTok Shop, and that does
Well,
upset me. But
here's a certain July on the phone.
hello, July. I wasn't sure if you were traveling today or tomorrow. I know you said I just got another thing on my head. I know you said I'm traveling tomorrow, but I didn't remember if you said that to me today or yesterday. Jeannie John messaged you. Gotcha. He must have missed you.
Hello, Denise. Because I'm extra special. That is true, July.
Yes. Hello, Denise. So, yeah, I want to sell on TikTok Shop. I just, if it was more user friendly,
Hand wrapped homemade soap.
that's right.
That's that.
Hand wrapped, homemade. And I did just wrap all of Matt's soap on a rope.
Let's go, Jays.
Well, they're in it.
Yeah, I know they're in it. But
AJ said he'd rather have the Blue Jays win than the Dodgers because the Dodgers took the Yankees out.
Dodgers did not take the Yankees out.
Or
Jays.
last year or something. I don't know. He said something about the Dodgers beating the Yankees.
Hello, Matthew. Speaking
Hello.
of,
That's so funny. I just mentioned Matt. I said I just
purple.
wrapped all of Matt's soap on a rope.
Hello, unnamed person. Sorry, I'm on the train, so I
Oh,
missed
you had a
the
message.
Oh,
Oh, John, did you send him one?
yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Marge.
Great. What scent are you wrapping?
This scent is Purple Haze, and I'm building. You can't
Show
really
Matthew
see
the
it.
soap.
It's in the
Oh, you took it away?
other room. I took.
She'll leave him on the line, she said.
And I've wrapped this much so far. I don't know if you can see when I push it there, but I'm wrapping that, and then we have some of this to wrap too
Where'd you put it then?
on the shipping table.
Interesting.
I didn't know how to wrap the soap on the rope. We were definitely going to do the shrink wrapping because the rope was sticking out. So I just kind of fought with them to get in there. So they're kind of, you can see it's the purple and black, and we've got the soap on a rope all in there. So it's not going to stack very nice. I was thinking that when
Made with the 15 cavity mold from
Yes.
WinstedandWalter.ca. Hello, Margaret. You said I missed it.
The soap and a rope one?
Yeah, we didn't do that on live, Matt.
Yeah, I didn't do that on live because I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Those came out really nice. Yeah, sorry it's taking so long to get to you, but I suck.
He's ready though. Now it's ready. It's packaged. It's not. It's ready for him to put in
It'll
a
go
box
out
to
on
ship. It'll go out Monday. Monday.
Ooh, Monday's got its own little theme song.
Yeah. Monday had a theme song.
Oh, thank you for packing my order. I can't wait to see what I bought.
Who's that? July?
July, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I know. It's so
yeah,
long
it
ago,
only took-
July. I'm like, you better get this out. Especially because she's going to be in the States.
Well,
She was like,
it's-
why don't you meet me there? And then I looked, it's a 6-hour drive.
We just did 6-hour drives.
Yeah.
Not that you're not worth it, July, but we're too old for that.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just thinking about it made you tired.
That's right. Yes. We just went over to John's cousin Teresa, who watched the dogs for us when we went away. She is renting a house like 5 minutes from here. So we went over there before, and because she's painting her living room, and we brought her a nice little welcome to the neighborhood package.
Guess what it was? Soap and candles.
Yeah, it was candles and a couple of bars of soap and some body butter and stuff like that. So, can you guys see this, what I'm wrapping?
Yes.
Yeah, good. I don't want to build the wall too high so that you can't see over it. You could hear Delilah snoring.
Mm-hmm. Nikki said that's a fantastic gift.
Yes, and I forgot that she came and hung out with us when we did our show. And I remembered what candle she said she wanted, the same one that Matt had, the bourbon pumpkin fragrance. That Matt got a bunch of bourbon pumpkin fragrance stuff from Shauna. And we
Oh,
had
yeah.
just happened to make it, and I was, I guess I was telling the story or something, and she was like, bourbon pumpkin, that sounds
Hello,
like my jam.
Susie.
Hello, Susie. So when she came to the show,
July said, are you enjoying the cold weather? Will you miss the fall?
no, I hate the cold weather. I'm sitting in my house in a sweatshirt.
I'm enjoying it.
John is loving it and keeps trying to open the door.
Where do you get your molds?
My
Well.
molds I get from July. She is in the chat, Winston and Walter.
.ca.
.ca. They are the absolute best quality molds that you can get in the soap making world. There are a lot of mold makers. I won't even entertain the thought of using another soap mold, and not after working with July. And the quality that she has, the customer service that she has, it's unbeatable.
And she's got a pretty big selection, too.
Yes. She's got all different sizes, and she's got like these grow with you lines. So if you're a beginning soap maker, a lot of times a beginning soap maker, they'll go onto Amazon and they get that really cheap purple mold, right? And that's great, to start out with. And then you start doing a lot of production, and you might want to ramp up your production because, you start making, oh, my shoe is just pulling all over the place. So you might want to move into something a little bit bigger, but now all of your customers are used to the size that you already make. You don't want to switch the size of your bars.
And he said I had one. I think everybody's had one. I
Yeah,
still have
she
one.
has a line that is the Amazon Grow With You mold, and it's the same dimensions from side to side as the Amazon mold and the same height, but it's longer so that you can get more bars out of it. And then you can get a bunch of those, or she's also got like slag molds that are built specifically for that line. And then if you start it with a different size as well, she's got, Tall and Skinny, Grow With Me. She's got just every line of molds that she has, you can get in a single loaf, and then you can, it can come longer, and then it can come in the slabs, and it's a lot of variation. Oh, and here he's bringing over
Starting with
something now.
this.
This is the I don't know the name of it. She's got names
This is
for all
our
of
little
them.
tester mold.
This is our tester mold. I think it makes 1 pound. This is not the same as the Amazon one,
Right.
but for our size bar, we've got this. And whenever I want to test a new fragrance or test an ingredient, and I don't want to make 80 bars at a time, I'll test it in a small batch like this to make sure that it's workable. And so I can use this. I can, I have a bigger one like this. She's got a lot of molds.
15 pound, 7.5 pound,
Yeah.
30 pound. She makes
She's got all the
those
way up to a 50
pounds
pound.
for Jesse.
The Jessie mold, yeah, so that's a 1 pound mold. So she's got from 1 pound molds to 50 pound molds. And I'm pretty
The
sure
Patrick mold.
she's got some block molds in design. Like the ones that like Soap Gal uses, and they put in the pneumatic,
Oh yeah.
to get cut that way. I think that might be in the works
Can't speak on it just yet.
soon. Oh yes, and more cute molds are coming up too. She does the cavity molds. She's got molds that are shaped like triangles, whether it's an isosceles triangle or a right triangle. She's got a puck mold. She's building up the inventory and the variations of her molds, which is great. And if it's coming from her, it's quality and it's been tested a lot.
Excuse me.
She's also got impression mats,
Well, that's how you made that.
which is how I showed you before. I have the oatmeal milk and honey that I'm going to wrap, and the impression mats give you the honeycomb with the little bees on top there.
If you don't mind me asking, when you wrap your soap, do they ever sweat?
Well, no, not typically. Not when we're inside. However, if we were at a show and it's 105 degrees outside and very humid, they might get a little tacky if they might. But it's very, very rare because I don't do a lot of shows.
That's more of a problem for melt.
And yeah, I was going to say that next. Our soap is mostly in a controlled environment, but glycerin soaps, which are your melt and pour soaps, this is cold process soap. There are lots of different ways to make soap. You've got melt and pour soap, where you get a base from a company and you cut that base up, and then you melt it down in the microwave, and you can add your milks, you can add your exfoliants, you can add your fragrance, you can add your colors, and then you just put it into a form and you can cut it or put it into a mold and just leave it like that. Then you have cold process soap, which is what this is, which is made from oils and fats and butters mixed together with sodium hydroxide, and then that creates saponification, and we put it in a bar form. You can put it into molds as well, but this takes time to cure. Melt and pour you can use immediately. This soap you should wait about 3 to 4 weeks for it to cure so it hardens properly. I got a piece of my hair stuck on. And then there's also liquid soap, which is made similarly to cold process soap, except you're adding a heat to it and you're not using sodium hydroxide, you're using potassium hydroxide. And so you're using oils and fats, not typically butters when you're making liquid soap, because that makes it really cloudy. And you're adding that. That's also going through saponification, but that you can use immediately as well. Then there's hot process soap, which is the same as cold process, except you're using an external heat. And what other kinds of soap are there?
I'm sure there's other things, but
I think I covered the bases. One time we were going to make soap in the very beginning, and we accidentally used potassium hydroxide instead of sodium hydroxide. And I thought, this soap has come to trace, and trace is when you're mixing it up with with the mixer, how it can come, it gets a little bit thick, like pancake batter. So I'm like, okay, this is nice and thick, and I poured it in the mold, and then I'm like, this just doesn't look right. The next day, it never hardened. We didn't figure it out until about a day and a half later. We were like, what is going on with this? And then we realized we used the potassium hydroxide instead of the sodium hydroxide. And the value of how much you use would be different because it's a different caustic soda. And so we didn't use the correct values, and it should have turned to liquid soap, which had never turned into a solid. So we had to trash that whole thing. That was annoying. That was like, at the time, I think that was like 25 pounds at the time we were doing, or was it the 10-pound mold? I feel like it was a bigger one.
It was way in the beginning. It was like 10 pounds probably.
Yeah?
Thank you so much. Oh, for giving me so many shout outs. Love you both so much.
Well, we
Tell it like it is, kids.
talk about what works for us, If it wasn't good, we wouldn't be shouting from the rooftops. Although I'm not really on the rooftop. But if again, if you're looking for soap making, if you're looking to make soap and you're looking to expand, July from Winston and Walter, that's your go-to. So one of the things that we did yesterday, we filmed the podcast.
What podcast is that?
I'm just about to say that. Boy. So I host a podcast with Jesse from Country Lather Soapworks and Shauna from Bawana Bath and Body. And so the three of us have a podcast, and we try to film it at least once a week. Every once in a while, we film a couple of them. But we filmed yesterday the one that's going to air on this coming Thursday, and because it's the day before Halloween, we're all dressed as heifers because the name of the podcast is The Dirty Heifers.
It won't allow me to pin the comments. What do I miss?
No. So the three of us, we talk about mostly soap making and small businesses and the trials and tribulations of it. But this particular episode, we decided to do something a little bit different. And we each looked up some fall soaps and, whether it be videos or pictures or whatever. And we decided to react to them blindly. Well, not blindly. I mean, I obviously knew what I picked and they knew what they picked. So, I showed a video and they reacted to it and we talked about different stuff. But one of the things that we reacted to...
Is it dirty word dirty? Or is it heifers?
Maybe the word heifers. Sometimes that comes across as being a bullying kind of thing. But we reacted to one, which was kind of like one of those 5-minute crafts DIY things, where the person took a melt and pour soap and then they used pumpkin spice and cinnamon and put it right into the soap. And if you are a soap maker, or if you're planning to be a soap maker, now this was a fantastic video. The video was gorgeous. The aesthetic was pleasing. It had fantastic ASMR. And all of her videos were very, very similar. But she wasn't a soap maker. She was just, a crafty person who filmed a lot of ASMR videos, and very, good for her. But if you're actually looking to make soap and become a soap maker or learn anything about the craft, or even just to make soap for your family, know that cinnamon does not go in soap. Okay. And I don't know about pumpkin spice. I wouldn't do it, but I do know that cinnamon is not good. It's not skin safe. So this person made this video and it had hundreds of thousands of views, and all of the comments were like, this is awesome. I wanted to get into soap making. How do I do this? What can I do? Like following her lead. And they, if you are following that lead, you're going to have a lot of not happy people. You get that cinnamon soap down in an area that's not supposed to be in, and you'd be jumping out of the shower on fire. No? Yes?
Yeah, definitely. Fire crotch.
Yeah, fire crotch. So I definitely recommend that if you're going to do anything, soap making especially, because you're making a product that people are rubbing right on their skin.
Roberta says hello.
Hello, Roberta. But if you're doing any kind of craft, you should really try your best to learn all of the things there are to know about it. There are a lot of regulations in skin-safe products. There is not much regulation in the soap business. Not a lot of oversight. So, you get a lot of people out there who, and maybe just ignorance, not knowing can do a lot of harm to people. So,
Words of wisdom, honey.
yeah, words of wisdom. So a lot of the times, like for holiday soaps that people are making, they'll want like some kind of cinnamon is a great fragrance that
Gotta get dinner ready for Grandpa and keep you live on.
okay. So cinnamon fragrances are really good for the holidays. We put a lot of cinnamon fragrances in our candles, but a lot of them are not skin safe. If you're getting a soap from us that smells like cinnamon, which we don't have any right now, and I don't plan on making any anytime soon, it's probably one that it's a synthetic fragrance, so it's not actual cinnamon, and it would be mixed with something else, because you'll very, very rarely find a plain cinnamon fragrance that is skin safe. Does that make sense?
Well said, Tony. Well said.
And right before we went on live, John, I saw, cut some acorn squash in half. I put it in the oven. We have not had that since last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you get me a tissue?
I can.
I keep sniffing every 5 seconds, like. And I'm about to wipe my nose on the sleeve because he's taking too long. He's walking real slow. It's itchy. My nose is itchy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Just itchy.
So what else you got going on?
I don't know what else is going on. We're gonna have delicious acorn squash for dinner. The dogs are just comatose, sleeping in the corner.
Have you done any more designing on your house?
I have. Right now we're flip-flopping. The plan that I really, really like is really, really expensive.
Yep, Stacy.
So, hello, Stacy. So, we're obviously not going to build as big as what we wanted. So we found another plan that ticks off most of the boxes that we want. We want, a nice sized pantry. We want basement, we want, a couple of things. So I'm taking one of the floor plans that the company already has, and I'm trying to reconfigure it so that the interior works for us. And then I can send it back to the guy that we're dealing with, and he can send it to the CAD department, I believe he said, so that they can write it up and we can, get estimates and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully, we can do that. And once we decide on that, then we start working on financing and actual building. So that's the next step. So what I did was I put on my Procreate. Oh, he's about to show me puppies. This guy is killing me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Puppies. Great Danes. And they're available.
Welcome.
We're not getting a puppy until we get to the new house. It's just going to be too
We're
difficult.
saying that, but you,
I know we keep saying that, but imagine now
see.
we have to empty this entire house
let's see.
with a puppy. We
gotta
have to
do it
show
with,
the house.
We have to do it with 2 dogs.
Right, and these 2 are pains in the asses.
Okay. So when they were all 3 of them, they were a pain in the ass too.
I know. So now I lost track. Oh, so I put on the Procreate the original floor plan, and I traced it, and then I made a duplicate of it, and then I added, I expanded the kitchen footprint, and then I made a duplicate of that, and I put in a staircase, and I just kept making different versions of what we could possibly do with the space. And when I have maybe 10 different variations, I'm going to send them all to my guy and see what they think about them. 'Cause, I don't know what I'm doing as far as designing, and I'm not, I don't know that their floor plans on the website are built to scale, not built to scale, drawn to scale. So I want to make sure that one of the main things that I want is when he's cooking or washing dishes or something like that, if I want to get past him, I want to be able to walk past him. Right now, our kitchen is very big, but there's only, 3 feet maybe.
Narrow.
It's very narrow between the countertops in the island. And if one of us is standing there, then I have to go around. I don't want to have to do that. I want to be able to just walk freely through the rooms and not feel crowded and tense.
So exciting to build, Stacy said.
Hopefully they'll be able to look at what I've drawn and make it better from there. I tried doing AI versions of it. AI is not that intelligent yet. At least the free versions of AI. I'm sure that if there are AI programs out there that are you pay for.
Stacy said they will if they're any good.
Yeah. Yes. I'm looking at our kitchen now. That's got to be at least 15 feet.
Maybe.
From side to side.
Maybe.
And I think it's tight. And the new plans, it's 15 feet, unless we change the footprint of the house, which, again, they're stock plans. It's going to be, a lot more if we alter the square footage. Because what he said, basically the square footage is the square footage. You could do with the interior walls, you can move anything to where you want it to be. All right. Now I have all of those. Now I will put on the labels. The labels I just print out myself. They're very, very simple. We put the name of the company, Warm and Fuzzy Soapery. We put the fragrance. This is Purple Haze. The name of the soap, and then underneath it says White Sage and Lavender. These are 6-ounce bars, and then underneath is the ingredients. Technically, you don't have to list the ingredients because, well, I could just write that it's soap. Again, I said in the United States, soap is not very, it's not regulated like that. If you make under, I think, $1 million a year or something like that, which we're not, no. So this is what it looked like when it's all done. How big?
1'10".
Really? That's only 10 feet?
Told you that.
Huh. This pleases me
See, I'm not just a pretty face. I'm pretty small too.
because I'm looking at the floor plans that I'm drawing and I'm trying to fit into the cut out little, things. I'm just reconfiguring. I want an island. I want a place for people to sit down and things like that. And I'm like, there's just not going to be enough space because it's only 15 feet wide. And I thought that our kitchen there was 15 feet, and he's saying it's only 10. So an extra 5 feet would be delightful. That pleases me. We might not have to alter the plans in an expensive way. So, I mean, we have a lot of work to do. We have it's raw land right now, and it's all trees. There's no driveway. There's no there's no pad to put the house on. So we have to get all of that done. They've got to do tree clearing, and then they've got to do site leveling, and we make soap. And this soap here today is purple. We call it Purple Haze. It is a lavender soap. It's an awesome bar that is great for your skin. It's got olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil, rice bran oil, castor oil, and shea butter in it. And a fantastic fragrance that's white sage and lavender that gives you a nice lavender smell without hitting you in the face with that like really earthy kind of hippie kind of apothecary kind of smell. And that's what we're making today. Yeah, see? Yeah, we're making this today. Yeah. If you'd like to get some, there is a link in the bio for it. Anybody that purchases anything online, while we're on live, if you'd like to purchase them, I'll spin the wheel. Maybe something lovely. Just let us know you bought something online. Huh? I don't know. Maybe I'm channeling my inner Bob Ross. How about that? How about that, Sarah? You know who has a wig? Debbie and Kevin. Remember he was Bob Ross one year for Halloween? You were here, and she was a painting. Like a happy little tree. I think once I label these, I'll be done. Oh, I've got to do the puzzle. The puzzle piece to show that we're still here and awake for TikTok. It makes you, you know. I guess, remember in the beginning when like people would just go live on TikTok and they would be sleeping and playing that like, wake me up, you know, give me this gift and they'll play this noise. Those things were so stupid. Or people would just go live for 24 hours, just going about their day, sleeping, napping, eating. I guess there's a limit as to how much you got to prove that you're still there. Which would be annoying if I wasn't paying attention. Like if I was really in the middle of something, that would be annoying. Oh, this one already has. That was the first one I did. So what is your, put in the chat, what is your favorite, if you're listening, what's your favorite soap fragrance? What do you like to see when you're looking at some soap online, or you're going to buy it? What do you look for in a soap? Is it the fragrance that you look for? Is it a cool color that you look for? Are you looking for stuff made for sensitive skin? Yes, we are. This is it. This is the business. The two of us. You can't get much smaller than that, although I guess you could cut it in half. So yeah, our small business is just myself and my husband. Occasionally my kids will come over and get on camera, but they don't work for us because, you know, they don't live here anymore. Yes, they do. Yeah, so tell me in the chat, like type in what do you look for in a soap? Is the first thing you do when you go to the store to get soap, do you pick it up and you look at it and you read the ingredients and think, is this good for my skin? Or do you pick it up and smell it and go, yeah, this smells good, that's what I want? Which do you do first? Huh? Yeah, or do you just, I always get Dial, so I'm getting Dial again. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Uh-huh. So we have a bunch of soaps that, like this one, has no color, no fragrance, no anything. That's really just for your, oh, I want to open that Bawana. When I'm done with this, I'm going to open that package. So this is really just for sensitive skin. Okay. As a mom, I find myself reading labels a hell of a lot more now than when it was just me, or even when it was just me, you know, like cooking for myself or cooking for a significant other. There you go. Yeah, you can't just pick it up and smell anymore. So it's hard to sell a product that is fragrance based online because, you know, you can't smell it through the phone, obviously. So one of the things we try to do is we try and make them super colorful as well. Obviously, you can't tell with the label on, but this is a very lovely purple bar of soap. So I try to make something about the soap something that I would like to purchase myself, right? So if it's a fragrance that I don't like when I make patchouli soap, I really don't like patchouli at all, but I will make a patchouli bar that's super duper colorful just because I want to make it fun. If I'm going to buy it, it's got to either look good or smell good or be good for me. Yes, so he's bringing over the patchouli one right now. It's called Dreamweaver, and this is our most colorful one. And I have to make it the most colorful soap because it's not bad because we mix the patchouli with sandalwood, so it doesn't hit me over the face and offend me. But for me to enjoy working, because I have to, if I'm making a bar of soap, I have to smell that soap for at least a month. It's going to be on the shelf in my kitchen for a month. I'm going to smell it every single day. So if I have to smell something that I'm not going to enjoy every single day, I'm going to at least enjoy looking at it. Right. Awesome. Thank you. Oils. And yes, we have a mechanic soap. We call it Grease Monkey. And it looks like this. Did we send it or did we not send it? I thought we sent it in orange, and then I think the last batch is unscented because we were like, who even cares? Because people are not using this one for the fragrance. We put in it pumice and walnut hull and just a lot of grease eaters. And the kaolin clay, right? Is it kaolin clay? A lot of clays because the clays will draw out the oils, and the pumice and stuff will exfoliate the skin as well. It's a super super scrubby bar, and I like it. It's not just we call it a mechanic. We call it Grease Monkey because it's a mechanic soap. But one of the really good things that I do with it for myself, because I'm not working with a lot of grease, is I'll take the bar and I'll cut it in half this way, so it's about this big, and I'll use it for my elbows and my heels. Some people that'll happen. Whose soap gave her an asthma test. Sometimes just people walking down the soap aisle in the store can be overwhelming for people who have fragrance.
Talking about our soap, is
Yeah.
there anything in it that aggravates your skin? Is there like a specific ingredient?
Like I have a friend, Tina, who just absolutely loves how our soap feels for her. And she'll come over and be like, what do you have that has either no fragrance or very light fragrance? And that's what we do for that. Can you grab me that Bawana package so I can open it? I did order a couple of weeks ago, and I got it a couple of days ago. Did I order it about a week ago? I don't know if I need something, scissors or something. And I don't, because my fingernail is a good scissor, apparently. Or maybe not. I mean, yeah. Yeah. So I ordered from Shauna. She is one of the Dirty Heifers, which I have not had a single sip of my delicious water from whatever. And so the three of us, we like to order things. Hey, you. Yes, you handling this package. Thank you for all you do. Our small business truly appreciates you. That's good. I like that. She also has a QR code on her box right here. And then nice little thing here. I'll do this. She does the fancy. Let me see a note. Let's see. Just, hey, happy heifer. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you. And I'm going to tear it because I'm a savage. And I don't remember what I ordered. I think I ordered, yep, this is it. This is what I ordered. Oh, and Toes in the Sand. That's the one. 'Cause I am a fruity. I love the fruity stuff. And she does the car freshies. I think she's got these car freshies up on TikTok Shop. I've never had a car freshie. And as soon as I ordered it, we went out and found a soaper and who makes them. And so now I have a car freshie in my car already. But this one will be my next one. And Toes in the Sand is a fragrance that I have already and I love. So that's nice and fruity. So I knew what that was going to smell like. We don't do the car freshies. And this one's square. I like that too. Interesting. Nice, nice. Nicey nice. So we've got some samples here. Barber's Reserve. I'm going to smell everything because why not? And I'm guessing. Okay. It's our sharp dressed man. And Meridian This one, I don't know what it is. Oh, I like this. I'll have to ask what this one is. But I like that. I think I smell, I'm gonna guess, and I'm probably, maybe I'll, if I edit this video later on, I'll tell you if I'm right or not. I think there's some kind of tobacco in here. And maybe like mahogany or something. I don't know. Oh, and a pen. She's big on pens. Shauna is obsessed with pens, and she ordered pens from a company that has her label, her company name on it and stuff. And this company just keeps on sending her samples, and they must have sent her 100 different pens. So I like this one because I can use it as the stylus for my iPad and my phone. We've got this. Okay, so, oh, room spray, room and linen spray, jungle waterfall. Okay. It says gently shake before each use. Whoops. I like it. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like, but I just sprayed it in my face, and it's pleasant. I like it. I like this one a lot. Okay, and she also does, oh, she knows I like this one. This is Magnolia and Tonka. Wonder if it's the same. This is the one I ordered from her last time. No, it's not the same. But I definitely like that. That's this is like it's not lips. It's for your like a hand cream. So you would, you know, just when your hands are cold and chapped and raw, you can keep this in your bag. It's not going to leak everywhere, and then that's nice. And we've got a couple of soaps. She's got the soap boxes, which are cool.
Christmas soap.
Blackberry Magnolia. We have not. Oh, that's nice too. Blackberry Magnolia and Autumn Fig. Nice. Autumn Fig. Very nice. Thank you, Shauna. Oh, and one more thing in here. It's a lot. Oh, this is her, how does she get them in here? It's samples of body butter. Interesting. I'll have to ask her about this. It's got to be a machine she uses to get it in here. We stopped doing fall soaps because, to be honest, a lot of the fragrances that are good for fall are stuff that's like foodie, like, what do they call those again? Gourmands, right? And they smell, like the apple pies, the pumpkins, and all of those. Those fragrances tend to have a lot of vanillin in them. And when the fragrance has a lot of vanillin in it, over time, the soap turns brown, right? So while it's really fun to make a nice decorative fall soap, by the time it gets in the customer's hands, it's brown. And I'm not just talking like this brown. I'm talking like dark, dark brown the soap would be. And they just don't sell as much as the Christmas soaps do or the regular soaps. So, could it have been us? Could I have marketed it wrong? Absolutely. It could have. But I find that a lot of people will say, hey, I'd love to have a soap fragrance like XYZ. And then you make it and then it sits there. So we didn't do fall last year. We're not doing fall this year. We are doing Christmas soaps. I've got to get on that. We've got to do that like now to get those ready. So we will have a cranberry fig because we always do that one, and maybe one other holiday one this year. Maybe we'll keep it small because, honestly, a lot of times when people give soaps as a gift, it doesn't necessarily have to be a Christmas soap. It could be, here's a gift basket of rose scented things, or here's a gift basket of cucumber melon scented things. It doesn't necessarily have to be holiday themed to be a gift, right? Does that make sense? All right, I think we are done. That's all she wrote. We are done for today, and we're gonna hop on off of here. And remember, life is short. Use the good soap. You deserve it. Yeah.